is Prini and welcome to another session with me. Today I am extremely thrilled and excited because what I am going to share with you today is a Nutella bread. It is basically a Nutella braided star shaped bread, but it is totally gorgeous to look at. So without wasting much of time, let's get over to the ingredients so that we can get started. So we'll be needing some all-purpose flour, a packet of dry active yeast, some milk, some water, warm water, a teaspoon of salt, some melted unsalted butter, some sugar, and of course the Nutella. So first of all, step 1 is getting the yeast activated. So we will take the water, and the water should be at a temperature of 45 degrees Celsius or 110 degrees Fahrenheit. So this temperature is very important because otherwise the yeast won't get activated. So first of all, we'll take a teaspoon of sugar and just pour it into the water, and take my yeast and just pour it over the water. Give it a gentle mix and just keep this aside for 5 minutes so that it can get activated. Until then, we'll start with the dough. So we'll take the all-purpose flour, take just a teaspoon of salt, I'll add the sugar, moreover we'll just be mixing all of the ingredients together and kneading a dough. Now I'll take a fork first of all and just give it a thorough mix. Now my yeast seems to have activated. Can you see that foamy and frothy texture? So that's when you know that your yeast is ready. So getting back to my dough, I will pour this in my dough, every single bit, and I'll add my milk also, a bit of a milk first, and then with the help of a fork I'll just mix it. You will find this dough very sticky at first, but trust me, it will be amazing when it's ready. I think I'll use my hands now. Just get it on a slab, and then I'll pour some all-purpose flour and then knead it as it is. Now when you're working with yeast, there are few things that you should keep in mind. First, always check the expiration date of your yeast. Second, the temperature of the water that you are using to activate the yeast should not be too warm so as to kill the yeast. And third, the temperature of water should not be that low so as the yeast is not activated only. So those are very important things. I'll use some more all-purpose flour. I have been kneading this dough for 5 minutes now, and just look at it. It looks so soft and amazing, and it's so forgiving. See, if I pinch it, it comes back. So this is what we are looking for. And now I'll just take it, form it into a ball, and I'll just dump it in a bowl which I have oiled. And crush it properly with the oil so that it does not form any bad skin on it, because we want it very smooth. And now I'll just cover this, and I'll keep it in somewhere warm place for 1.5 to 2 hours, or until it's doubled in volume. And I'll suggest you the best place which I keep it in is in a microwave or an oven with them switched off, of course. So I'll meet you when this is ready. Now this has been rising for an hour and a half now, and you can see that it has definitely doubled in volume. So I'll just get it off my... Use some flour, roll it out again and punch out the air. And just form it into a log. Now I will just divide this into quarters. Keep 3 and proceed with 1. Taking some more flour. Now I'll just roll it out into a circle using a rolling pin. This is approximately done. I've taken the Nutella and I have warmed it for just 30 seconds in the microwave so that it comes to a runny consistency. So now I'll just take a plate and place it on here and press it and make the impressions. So here I get the impression. Now I'll spread my Nutella as evenly as I can. This is done and I have transferred it onto a parchment paper so that it does not stick. And now I will transfer it onto the baking sheet and proceed with the second circle. Exactly same, make it into a round circle. The second circle is done. Now I will place a plate, make an impression, and I will place this over the first circle as evenly as I can. And get this transferred over here. And now with the help of the impression, I will spread the Nutella over the second layer. Now the second one is done. I will transfer this to the baking tray and proceed with the third one exactly same way. And I'll show you after it's done. Third circle is done. Again I'll take a plate, make an impression, and then place it over the second layer as evenly as I can. And then I'll place this on my worktop, and with the impressions I'll apply the Nutella. My last layer is also done, so I'll transfer it over to the top. And I have transferred the whole thing to the countertop. Now I will take a plate. I will take a sharp knife or a pizza cutter and cut the extra thing off. And I remove the excess. Now what I have got is a perfectly round circle. I will place a glass in the center and I will cut this into quarters, just like 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I'll cut it like this all the way, as accurately as I can. Now I'll cut this further into halves. Again into halves. You should be having a sharp knife for this. Now this is done. Now what I will do, take 2 strands and rotate them twice in the opposite directions, just like this. like one to the left and one to the right. Again, take a pair of strands and rotate them twice in the opposite directions. The last one. Now what I will do, take a pair and just pinch the sides together, just like this, so that it forms a petal or a star and it looks beautiful. Do it for others also. The last one. See how pretty it looks. Now we need to keep this in a warm place for 30 minutes more so that it could plump up a little more. So I'll see you then. Now it has been 30 minutes and you can see that this bread has grown in size. Now the last step before putting it into the oven is brushing it with some butter so it gets good golden color. Now this has been done. It's ready to be kept into the oven, which is preheated at 350°F for 15 to 20 minutes, but keep an eye on it. My bread baked exactly for 20 minutes and I have brushed it with some sugar and water mixture to get some extra shine, and just look at it, it looks so gorgeous. I just cannot resist, and I will just have a bite. It's so soft, just look at it. It is actually a bread lover's and chocolate lover's dream. It is really delicious. So please try this recipe and enjoy it with your friends and family. And this is me, Prini, signing off for now, and I'll see you with another recipe.